Alright everybody, so we're out here this morning checking my traps down here by my mom and dad's. We didn't have anything down here in bottom, but I had two trip traps from yesterday. Wasn't able to come reset them because I was in a hurry to get to our church on time, so I kind of just checked them. I seen they were tripped and I just left them. I didn't have time to come back yesterday evening to reset them. So I'm resetting them this morning. So on this one, I'll flip the camera around here real quick so you guys can see. So on this one, this is the set that the coyote pulled out of a couple days ago. And I was resetting this one. So what I noticed is, here's my set right here. And here's the tire track that goes down this 2-track road. So there was a pretty good pile of coyote feces, if you want to call it there. So I went ahead and picked it up. I'm going to make another set with it later. But I got done here, and as I went to grab my stuff, I seen this over here to the side. I've never seen this, but you can obviously tell that, a coyote was digging here. Looks like a trench set is what it looks like. I did not do this. This was a coyote for sure. So my question for you guys is, I'll let you guys, kind of let me know, because I'm not a real... I'm still new to the kind of trapping thing because I haven't done it in a few years. So what I was kind of wondering is, I've had a couple coyotes. I've had one in this set and I've had one messing with the set. Would you guys pull this set and put it in this natural trench set thing that goes from here to here? I mean, it's probably 14 inches long altogether. So would you guys pull this one and put it inside that, or would you leave it? These are both, it's too close together to put one there and one here, because they're only about 3 foot apart. I don't want to end up getting a coyote in here and then having them come over here and get in this one. So you guys let me know, what would you do? Would you pull this one and put it here? Would you leave it, or would you actually add a second set right here? So you guys let me know what you would do, and I'll come back tomorrow and do that one for you, and we can kind of keep track and see how it goes. So it's up to you guys. Let me know. Alright, so I'm down here up on the hill where I've been running a lot of my traps. On the trap line today, we didn't have anything, so another empty day. But I'm going to show you guys my Bobcat set. I'm going to put one in right here. I got briars over here to my right, and it goes up a hill kind of on a tree edge, and there's a big dip right here. There's a couple game trails that come out of these briars right behind it. So I'm going to put a Bobcat set right here at the corner. And I'm going to show you guys kind of how I do my Bobcat sets. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put it right up against any of these trees. I'm going to put it right here in the middle. Kind of dig some of this stuff back. Get me a bed. So like I've said on some of my videos, my Bobcat sets, I normally use a number 3. So I'm going to put a number 3 bridger in here. It did get pretty cold last night, pretty frosty. So I'm hoping it does it tonight and we can have something tonight. So go ahead and I'm going to drop my steak in. So I got my steak in now. I'm going to give the chain a nice little pull to set that steak. Make sure I get all these rocks out of here. So the hole for my stake, I'm going to go ahead and stick the excess cable and quick link down that. I'm going to grab my peat moss here. I'm just going to put a coating down bottom. Flatten that out. I'm going to pack it down pretty tight. Go ahead and get my trap set. Sometimes they can be a little booger. Go ahead and pause it. Alright, so I got my trap set now. Not sure why it was being such a booger, but I'm going to go ahead and get my bed down here. It's kind of solid. So I like to run my chain down, and I'll run just a little bit of dirt over my chain. Pack the chain down. It helps you be able to get your trap sturdier. Just pause. Alright, so I got my trap bedded now. I'm not sure why it's giving me such a problem today, but I got the trap bedded now. I'm going to take my peat moss. I'm going to cover the levers, the springs. I'm just going to cover the whole trap here. And get me a good amount dumped down here. So the number one thing to any set, that Bridger was giving me some fits, so I went ahead and traded it out for this number 3 Duke. I'm going to have to go home and work on that Bridger and see why it's being that way. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up all my peat moss and dirt from that Bridger I had. I'm going to go ahead and sift it over this Duke here. Get some more peat moss. I'm going to fill it in here. So like I was saying, you know, the number one thing to do with any set is to make sure your trap is bedded solid. And make sure there ain't no sticks or rocks or anything like that over your trap, because they could get in the jaw and may cause it not to close all the way. Animal can pull right out or whatever. So got our trap set and bedded here now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little bait hole right back by this tree here. I'm going to go back here about 6 inches or so and make me a bait hole. I'm not going to make it real deep. I'm going to build the backing up on it. So what you want to do is you want to build the backing up on it so they have to come around this side to see what's down in there, because they'll be able to smell it. And we're going to make this one real flashy so the bobcats can see it, because they're real visual. When they see it, they want to go get it. So I got that set, and I got some test bait here. I'm going to pour some down this hole. Oh yeah. I'm just going to pour a little bit down this hole here. And with these liquid baits like this, it's going to soak in the dirt. So you're not going to have to worry about them pulling your bait out or anything, because that's going to soak in the dirt. And then what I'm going to do here, I'll figure out what's at. Take my gloves off first. Should have done that first. But I got my black vine, which is our feline bobcat lure. Let me shake it up. You can see that one. So this has got bobcat glands in it. It's got all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to take a piece of my sheep's wool here. Rip off a chunk of it. Get just a little bit. You don't need a lot on a lure, just a little bit. Put it out there on that sheep's wool. I'm going to stick it down in this hole. I'm going to stick it to where they can see the sheep's wool sticking out. Now I'm going to take some white feathers here. Now on this, you got to check your state laws, because a lot of states are not allowed to use anything like this. Here in Missouri we can. I'm going to take a handful of them here. And these I just got at Walmart in the crafting section. I think you get a little bag for like $2 or $3. I'm going to take my scissors here. I'm going to cut these in half. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these, I'm going to kind of put them over that hole and kind of stick some around, kind of put them up higher here so they can see them. So sometimes your wind will blow some of these away. Let's see how all these little ones here, it's going to look like something was definitely brought here and buried right there. So that's how I do my Bobcat sets. You can hang, a lot of people hang like flags or wings or CDs or whatever you want. Being here on this hillside, I'm not going to worry about it because you can't really see it from the field edges. We're going to be getting the ones that are coming through the briars and up through here. So I'm not going to worry about hanging anything, but with these white feathers, it's going to be real flashy and real catchy. So it's going to catch their eye and hopefully bring them in. And hopefully tomorrow, the next day, we'll have us a Bobcat here. Alright, so we just come around the corner to where we put in that Bobcat set. And there's a little road here that's maybe about 40-50 yards long. And it cuts into a corner and goes down a fence row. So I put in a canine set on the road and then one here at the corner. I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around so you guys see that. So here's the road. That's, like I said, it's only about 40-50 yards. You see that cedar tree. I dropped one kind of right below that cedar tree. And then I put one in right here at this corner. So got the fence road that goes down over the hill there. And the road that goes here, down there. And the corner's right there. So I just dropped in the set right here. And there's that coyote feces that I picked up earlier. I just dropped it right down there with some urine. Put some Predator Blues and Highway 90 down in the dirt hole with some wool. So all together we got 3 new sets out today. I'm hoping in the next couple days I can maybe start trapping on some of the new property that I got since our Missouri rifle season ends this week. So hopefully I can start getting on a couple of those properties. So I can probably get about 3 or 4 times the amount of traps out. So probably really start having some good catches and footage for you guys. So that's it for today's video. Not a real long video. Appreciate you guys watching and stick around to see how the rest of our season goes. Thank you.